Um, i-open namin yung floor pagkatapos nating interviewin silang lahat para kung meron kayong tanong sa kanila. Okay?
Yep.
Except for Miss Jen. So, right after Miss Jen, pwede na natin siyang tanungin kasi medyo late na sa kung nasaan si Miss Jen,
Yes.
nasa LA siya. So, pwede na natin siyang tanungin later. So, Mentor Carlo, meron kang i-add?
Spoiler ka naman, MB. Na akala ko hindi dapat
Ayaw.
malaman sino yung
Surprise!
Sorry.
Oh,
Pero,
surprise
hindi naman,
eh.
madami tayo
Hindi,
dyan.
madaming dyan.
Pero, that's pretty much it. Just remember to keep the comments in the chat box civil, respectful, and productive. Yep. Be mindful always about others. As I mentioned, there's a lot of people here in Kaizen from different backgrounds, so let's just be sensitive to people that we talk to, and let's just keep everything productive, fun. And that's about it. MB, go ahead.
Yeah, go. Take it away, Lord.
All right. Thank you, MB. Thank you, MC. Okay, hindi ko na papahabain. I'm very much honored and privileged to welcome and introduce to you our first Kaizen student, first interviewee. He's a Kaizen returnee. He's a Kaizen returnee. Last season, he was able to make really great progress in terms of physique and personal development. He's a friend also. Pada kami nga Ilocano. We are the same Ilocano. He's from Baguio. Iba talaga pag taga Baguio eh. Dumodoble yung lakas sa chicken breast dito eh. Iba yung klase ng chicken breast dito sa chop suey. May protein dito. Ayun na. Tapos, this guy is very humble. Like as mentioned, last season ganda ng progress niya. But what's surprising is as early as now, nasabi niya sa akin, ito yung kasama ko siya kagabi along with Joe and Ardeen, nabit niya na yung progress niya. And nung nakita ko siya kagabi, wow, you're just really wow. Ang paitan ng mukha niya. Pumogi, ang cute. Mas lalo siya naging cute. Cute din yung height niya. At saka iba yung mindset niya pag nakakausap ko, sobrang laling kausap. So na-compare ko yung physique niya from last season to up to date and pati yung mindset niya. So, this student is, share ko lang yung quick background niya. Self-employed siya. Right now, he's a medical student. Nagmamanage siya ng transient niya, 2 properties here in Baguio at the same time, doing review nga for the physician licensure examination. May side hustle din siya. He's one of our form coaches and I'm very proud of him. Na he's helped a lot of students na in terms of proper lifting and I credit that to him din kasi ayun nga may medical background siya and magaling talaga siya magbuhat. Habis niya enjoys music, scenic views, long drives and mapag-isa. And guys, he's single so he's happy and ready to mingle daw. So without
show him Ray.
Without further ado, let's welcome KP Dumayas. Doc Manong KP Dumayas.
Okay.
Good morning.
Progress niya. Hello, KB.
Hello.
Please, you can turn on your camera.
Where's KP?
KB. Kamusta ka, bro?
Ayos naman, mentor.
Kinakabahan ka ba?
Oo,
gusto ko lang.
actually.
KB, quick question lang. How did you stumble? How did you learn about Kaizen? And when you learned about it, what made you decide to join? Ano yung decision point mo join Kaizen?
Siguro i-ano lang natin, pa-highlight lang natin si KP, hindi ko makita.
Oo nga, siya makita.
Ano ako na actually.
So right now, ang goal ni KP is cutting and he's lost 36.29 pounds from season 3 to season 4. Dito nyo naman.
Ayun.
Sige. Tapos paano na lang muna rin? Yeah, pa-stop na lang muna nung share screen. Iwan si KP.
Yan.
So Doc Mano KP.
Hi KP.
Hi KP.
Pagupit pa.
Oo, pinaganda niya talaga.
Pinagandaan.
Kailangan fresh naman. Nakapit ako mag-on-cam sa Zoom actually.
Hey, Doc Manong, yun nga yung question ko. How did you learn about Kaizen? What was your decision point of finally joining Kaizen? Last season 3 and made a lot of progress.
So actually, before I answer the question, I would just like to thank, I would just like to say pala na it's an honor to be here. And also thank you for giving me this opportunity to be able to share my journey, my fitness journey. And hopefully, I hope that it will add value to the members of this community kasi I'm really grateful for this community that discover ko by chance. Actually, way back nung nasa MF pa ako, nung sa Minimalist Fitness, ini-start na pinopromote dati ni Coach Cho pero during that time, feel ko yes, parang namamahalan ako actually sa prize noon, dun sa season 1, even dun sa beta pa. Kaya sabi ko, try ko muna gawin ko, solo lang muna. Pero, ayun
Besides
nga,
MF ka, KP, di ba?
nasa
MF student ka din.
way back 2017, 2018.
OG.
OG. So, si KP isang member ng MF. So, Minimalist Fitness as a pay program of ebook pa lang siya noon, started in 2017. So, isa pala si KP sa mga OG members. So, subscriber ka na pala noon, no? KP,
Tagal na.
okay. Tagal na.
And,
Kamusta yung journey mo nun, KP? Yung time na yun?
actually, MC, yun nga, for how many years? 2017, 2018, 19, 20, until nung nag-pandemic. It's a journey of, wala lang, constant lang na, walang progress actually. Yes, I'm more or less, sabihin na natin, getting a bit of strength gains, pero ayun nga, at the end of each year, I always end up back at the same spot, or most of the time nagre-regress pa nga kasi ayun nga, since per months, daming parties, so napapalamon. So pag January na naman, ayun, pagtingin sa mirror, ganun ulit, mataba ulit. Tapos, it's...
Pero natapos mo yung libro.
Actually,
RTV mo naman.
Oo.
Okay. RTV mo naman.
Hindi ka naman nasabihan na RTV.
Read the book.
Sige, go
Oh, so okay
ahead.
yung progress mo noon, then you learned about Kaizen. Sa inside MF, tama ba?
Oo. And then, nung just last year, nung January, ayun na nga, sabi ko sa sarili ko, there was a point in time wherein I saw myself in the mirror. I guess, yun yung, pero just a quick background din kasi, before 2022 ended, medyo may pinagdaanan ako, sabihin na natin, broken-hearted, so
Ouch.
my self-esteem was really down, self-confidence ko, yung parang sabi ko sa sarili ko, ano bang kulang sa akin? Bakit? Dami mga questions like, what's wrong with me? Or, ano bang kailangan?
Nag-introspect ka. Nag-self-reflect.
And then, ayun, sakto, January 2023, that's when napatingin ulit ako sa mirror, and then, sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, so this time, since hindi ako not into a relationship ako, I'll try to invest more in myself. So, sarili ko muna. Kasi nakita ko yung sarili ko, sobrang napabayaan ko yung sarili ko. Like, my weight went even to around almost 90 kilos na noon. And, ayun, ramdam ko din na sobrang sluggish ko. May mga times na when we'll do yung pag-BBP with each other sa mga kabatch ko during internship. Ayun, pumapalo sa 140, 150 kung minsan yung kwan ko, which is already hypertensive. Kaya sabi ko, I really need to take action with with regards to where I am right now. And then, ayun, sakto, mindless scrolling through FB, ayun, yung constant na seasonal pala na mga pa-ads ni Coach Cho with regards to the Kaizen is nag-appear sa feed ko. So, since member ako ng MF noon, sabi ko, sige nga, check ulit to. And then yun, actually matagal akong naging inactive sa MF kasi ayun nga, sabihin na natin na busy sa buhay. So, hindi ako nakapag-check noon. And then, ayun, nung tinignan ko yung mga results ng mga from season 1, season 2, and even yung mga dun sa MF, sabi ko, ay hala, ang dami na palang nag-transform in that short amount of time. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, paano kaya kung way back then, sineryoso ko na to. So, more or less, sana kaya ako ngayon. So, then and there, I decided to, invest in myself through, yun yung first investment ko actually for this year, this 2023 is, nag-join ako ng Kaizen.
Yun, thanks KP. So, naging life-defining moment mo is yung, naging alarming yung health perspective mo and nagkaroon ka ng heartbroken, okay, hindi natin, that's not delving into that. Pero,
Another story.
Another time. That's another story to tell. Ayun, so yun yung, palagi ko yun yung naging deepest why mo na rin, no? Yung parang nag-introspect ka, and nakikita mo nagiging worthless ka na, and then nag-negative ripple effect siya kasi nagta-translate siya doon sa health perspective mo kasi nagpabaya ka na, napabaya mo na yung health mo, yung fitness mo, knowing na doktor ka pa, di ba? Doctor in the making ka pa. So that's a very impressive why, Doc Manong KP. So far, how has Kaizen been for you since season 3 to now? Kasi laki rin talaga naging progress mo in terms of yung inside and outward. Kamusta yung naging development sa Kaizen mo? Mula nung naging nasa negative zero ka,
Yeah.
to the...
Yung dito, I think like being a member of MF, Doc KP, na, since 2017, 2018, what was the main difference between, when you're trying to do things on your own versus now?
Actually, yun po yung kwan. That's a very great question kasi yun po yung nakita. Though yes, may community din doon sa MF noon. Pero it's more on a self-help approach as compared dito sa Kaizen na there's something about this community that really inspire you to do something for yourself and to do it in a way na you would really excel at it. Kasi yun nga, for so many years, nasa MF ako noon and it's just a yo-yo between losing a bit of weight and then gaining a lot more until nung nag-Kaizen kasi, one of the things that was really helpful is yung system din natin dito wherein they not only teach us the basic knowledge with regards to eating and of course the workouts, pero they teach us about yung personal development values like building a habit, which is really important with regards to achieving results. Kasi yun yung wala sa akin na nagain ko dito sa Kaizen is yung building good sets of habits with regards to achieving my goals. Kasi noon sa Kaizen, I mean sa MF, yes may knowledge ako pero I was not consistent. Yun yung main thing siguro na nag-cause sa akin na wala akong naging results. Pero when I joined Kaizen, ayun, na-instill sa atin week 1 pa lang na we have to build habits. Kasi by the end of the day, even kung wala kang motivation mag-workout pero nasa habit mo na mag-workout ako, more or less parang autopilot na or very di naman sa very least pero nababawasan kasi yung friction to do the necessary steps in order for you to achieve your goals. And that's what I've experienced from season 3. And that is also one of the reasons why I decided to join again this season 4 kasi I know that I still have a lot of things to work on regards to my habits. And kumbaga, I really believe that Kaizen is one of the best training grounds in order for me to build and establish these habits.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Doc KP. Ang ganda nun eh. Quick questions lang. May 2 quick questions lang ako kasi I've known you as an introvert person eh. How has, as an introvert person, paano ka nakapag-engage sa matagal sa Kaizen knowing that it's a community, tapos may mga meetup, may Kaizen party. So, kasi marami rin dito introvert sa Kaizen eh. Gusto ko lang paano mo sila ma-inspire, ma-encourage to engage more. Kasi, and to have results as well.
Okay.
Ano
So,
yung nagawa mo? Paano mo siya na-overcome?
actually, yun ang sabi nila. The first step is really the hardest. And ayun, nung season 3 kasi, so I know na very minimal lang yung mga post ko. Sobrang konti noon. Pero one thing I've learned is that if hindi ako nakapag-interact, kumbaga mas limited yung mga na-add na value sa akin. Kasi by interacting with the other members of the community, the mentors, the coaches, I was able to gain a lot of hindi lang additional knowledge, pero yung mga practical stuff na that applies to me kasi yung mga sinasabi nila nakaka-relate ako. And then at the same time, yung communicating, expressing yourself to the community wherein you share yung mga what you've learned or maybe yung mga opinions mo about stuff. May mga ibang tao na more or less nakaka-relate sa'yo and with that, you build connections with them. And that's one of the things na very grateful ako kasi through these connections, I was able to gain a lot of friends na hindi ko din naman Oo. And also, yung kumbaga, yung, what do you call this? Sometimes, kung nagkakwentuhan lang kayo, there are times na yung mga hindi mo ini-expect na sagot, lumalabas
Nakakuha mo.
Oo, biglaan na lang.
Tapos nakaka-relate ka na lang.
Oo. Ito yung hinahanap kong sagot. Also, kung hindi ako nag-interact, hindi ko makukuha yung sagot. And ayun, I've learned to throw away yung failure costume ko actually na introvert ako so hindi ako makikiusap. Kasi sinubukan ko naman na makipag-interact and at the end, ayun, I proved to myself na kung gusto ko makipag-socialize, kaya ko din naman pala. So, I guess it's very hard siguro to break free from that comfort zone natin na sanay ako mag-isa, hindi ako nakapag-interact. Pero once you get past over that, I assure you na sobrang madami kayong magigain pa as trying to take that first step to do something na hindi ka comfortable.
Nice. Doc,
Alright.
may
Meron
singit lang na
akong-
question.
Sige.
Ako muna, MB.
Sige, ikaw
Okay,
lang.
pisingit lang. Despite of your, busy schedule, nagtitake ka ng physician licensure examination, like, why did you say yes to be one of our form coaches?
Well, actually, good question po yan, Mentor Mark. Kasi actually, nung sinabihan po ako, nung nag-offer si CC sa email na they're looking for additional help with regards to this coming season, napaisip ako if kakayanin ba ng schedule ko. Pero, pero upon trying to sabi ko, even though my time, yung busy kasi is parang more or less sabihin na natin, it's kind of a limiting belief din eh. Kasi if you really have it planned, if you know what you're prioritizing, and if you prepare for the possible, sabihin na natin, setbacks along the way, more or less, magkakameron ka pa rin ng oras with regards to doing the things that you want to do. And ako
Yeah.
personally, yung pag-form check, it's hindi siya job actually. Parang kumbaga it's more of a vision na rin. And at the same time, it's my way.
Kasi gusto mo siya.
Oo, actually, Mentor.
Yun.
And additionally, parang kumbaga, yun na rin yung isang way ko na to pay it forward for what I was able to experience past season sa mga kasama natin sa community season naman.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. And congratulations
Thank
sa progress, Mal.
Congratulations, Doc KP.
Yeah.
Very,
Thank you po.
very inspiring story.
Alright, so siguro last question ko na lang kay KP. Ano yung advice or suggestion na mabibigay mo sa ating sa mga students din ng Kaizen na alam mo yun, sobrang busy sa buhay. Bukod dun sa mga heartbroken yung nag-review for licensure examination, tapos nagmamanage ng business, pagkatapos nagka-Kaizen pa. So anong tip yung pwede mong ma-share sa kanila?
Madali siguro sabihin na oo, pagplanuhan. Pero it all comes down to knowing what you really want. Kasi if gusto mo siya, bibigyan mo siya ng oras eh. And for me, actually, yes, priority ko yung pag-review, priority yung mga businesses. Pero isa sa pinaka-priority ko talaga din for now is to focus more on myself and in my fitness. Kasi alam ko naman na if I invest more in myself, I know that yung output ko din by the end of the season is kung hindi lang madadagdagan, mamumultiply pa.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of choosing what you want to prioritize right now, and of course weighing the pros and cons, and then planning, and then execute.
Alright,
Awesome.
so thank you very much, Doc
Prep.
KP.
Thank you
Kailan
so
ka
much.
mag-exam,
talaga,
Doc
Doc
KP?
Actually, Doc AJ, next year pa po. Kasi this October po kasi may kasamang Sabado hindi po kasi Adventist po kasi kami, kaya we treat the Saturday as a more or less.
Okay.
I see.
So,
So,
around
kasi kasi yung form
next year.
checking eh.
Sorry po.
Mga kailan next year, if ever?
March po siya, Doc AJ.
March.
Yes.
So, season 5 nun.
Opo.
Batak
Yeah.
na.
We look forward to being officially a co-league. Good
Yes.
luck, Doc.
Yeah.
Manifesting po.
Good luck.
Alright, good luck. Thank you very much,
Good luck.
Doc KP.
Thank you, Doc KP.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Doc KP.
your sharing. Please stay on the line because we will have all you guys in a panel later on at the
Yeah.
end of this. So
So
thank you,
once
Doc, for
again,
sharing your story.
here's Doc KP.
Thank you po, mentors. Thank you to everyone.
Okay.
Galing.
Unholy.
Okay, so our next interviewee. Take it away,
All right.
our Champy.
Okay,
Introduce our next
so
interviewee.
yeah, I want to greet each and every one of you a very awesome Sunday. So ayun, our next highlighted student is a nursing graduate who ventured into different fields such as publishing, sales, education, consultancy, organization development, dental clinic organizations. Ang dami niyang venture, guys. So yun, this is her means of providing to her family and her innovation for creativity. And another fact is she migrated to the United States in 2020, is currently an RN physician substitute at the plasma clinic. She's married with 2 kids. Her only fitness experience is home jumping jacks and dance workout. O, diba? Nagkaroon siya ng awesome, amazing transformation. Ganito lang yung niya. Dahil sa Kaizen, I mean. And then another fun fact is she loves Korean food, has never been drunk. Oh, this is really amazing. And has
Never been
worked with Miss for a commercial shoot. So are you guys ready to welcome our surprise guest? So wala niyo kung sino? Okay, let's welcome no other than Miss Jen from Team Fit Foodies. Miss Jen?
Wow! Ang lupit.
Hello, everybody.
Grabe yung transformation mo, Miss Jen.
Ayan.
Ayun.
Thank
There,
you guys.
there we are.
So,
Welcome, Jen. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. I know it's late Saturday night over there, so thank you. Appreciate your time.
no,
Okay,
actually,
Mr.
I'm very appreciative of you guys. Nung minessage ako ni Mentor Jane, sabi ko, Mentor Jane, tama po ba yung dyan na minessage nyo? Kasi feeling ko wala naman ako sa transformation. Tapos sabi niya, oo naman, sabi niya ganun. Tapos, and then I told her, if, I really want to give back, if this is my way of giving back to Kaizen community because it has done so much for me. You'll know in my story in a little bit. So sabi ko sa kanya, kahit na, team introvert din ako, parang extroverted introvert ako because of my job before. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, sige, let's do this. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, nakabahan ako. Pero sige lang, if it's gonna, help the other students also. And, I hope that I can open an avenue for everybody on what I'll be sharing later on. So, yes.
Nice.
Yes,
Thank you.
Miss Jen. Yeah, I would just like to start first with, currently I see here that you're an RN substitute at a plasma clinic. Would you mind explaining to us this one para at least meron kaming background sa work mo?
Yeah, so registered nurse physician substitute. So I work for a plasma clinic where we have donors coming in. So before they can donate, I have to do their physical examination, head to toe, to make sure they're healthy enough to donate. Tapos if, let's say, nagdo-donate sila and they're having a reaction like lightheadedness or hypotension, ganyan, so I attend to them. So I would be the only healthcare professional in the center. Wala kaming doctor on site, so that's why they call me a physician substitute.
Very nice. So, how can you manage attending to your work while still being fit? So, paano mo siya napagsasabay?
So, rin yan, naging challenge ko rin yan kasi yan din yung isang question ko before kasi I almost gave up actually. So, kapag may kita nyo sa score ko, yung first week ko nasa 30%, isa ako sa red. Tapos dami nag-reach out sa akin and then said, uy, okay ka lang ba? Yung mga ganyan. So, doon ko na-appreciate yung everybody in the community kasi as sabi ko kay Kana, sabi ko, kasi sa kanya ko talaga nalaman yung Kaizen. I asked her, pwede ba nag-season na lang ako? Parang hindi ko talaga to kaya, ganyan. Sabi niya, sure na ba? I-push mo lang yan, ganyan. So, dun sa work ko kasi, I'm only assigned a certain area. Kaya sabi ko, paano naman ako makapag-reach ng 10,000 steps? Parang lagi ako nakaupo, alam mo, nag-physical exam ako, ganyan. Pero, nagagawa ng paraan eh. So, there's always a way. Nung una talaga, parang nakaka-overwhelm siya. But then, Kaizen already put a structure in place. So parang sabi ko, halos spoon feed na nga ako with the structure. So lalapatan ko na lang talaga siya ng effort ko and then ng time ko. So might as well just give it, my all. Parang, I think you have time to what you make time for. Parang ayokong gawing excuse na wala akong oras. No, you have time for what you make time for. So even though I'm juggling so many different things, I'm grateful for my support system, my husband, my family, na kapag sinabi ko talaga na, I need to go to the gym, ganyan. Kahit ayoko, parang I need to go to the gym. They give me time. They take care of baby muna. On top of this, I also have a newborn. So, siguro kasama na rin yun kung bakit naging mabilis talaga yung weight loss because there's just so many things that I'm juggling. But then, the structure is there and then you just have to follow, you just have to give it your effort. Tapos, I remember during the first week, I was the first ones to have a lot of questions. As in, tinatanong ko pati, kasi wala talaga akong background sa fitness, as in, tinatanong ko pati, how do you use a food scale? Ganyan ka basic yung mga questions ko dati. So, sabi ko, parang, I don't want to sound stupid, pero, wala eh. You have nalaman ko dun sa first season first session na, if you're a beginner, then have a beginner mindset. I don't have anything to prove. I have everything to gain if I just ask. Kasi the community is just very welcoming.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Yeah.
But Jen, I guess one thing I want to ask you about this. Before joining Kaizen, have you made any attempts on try doing something similar? Any difference from before versus now that's allowed you to achieve these kinds of results?
No, I don't think I was getting any results before. Ang pinaka-goal ko lang dati is I don't want to be sedentary talaga na. So, YouTube talaga yung best friend ko. Yung sabi ko nga na parang dance workouts lang yung mga pinapanood ko. Yeah. Tapos, yung mga jumping jacks, yung mga ganun. So, yun lang talaga yung background ko.
Oh, hold on. Na-mute ka.
Mute.
Ayan, sorry.
There you are. Yeah.
I've never had anything similar to Kaizen. And so, it really piqued my interest na parang I had so many questions, even the day before enrolling. Kasi umaga dito tapos parang madaling araw na dyan. So, andun
Yeah.
pa ako sa fence the last day of the enrollment time. So, hinanap ko si Coach Cho sa Instagram kasi siya lang yung kilala ko dun sa, si Kana, I think she's already sleeping. So, minessage ko Instagram ni Coach Cho, tapos ang dami kong tanong, I don't know who's manning the Instagram page, pero they were able to answer me in like 5 minutes and they were able to answer everything that I wanted to know. So, talagang sabi ko, okay, no turning back. I'm just gonna go for it. Yun. So, wala akong experience before talaga.
Galing. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So, Miss Jen, I just have one question for you. So, as a fellow healthcare provider, tapos OFW ka din, mom of two, how can you encourage others not only to be fit physically, but also to transform into their best version, which is the 2.0, highlighting our hashtag, Kaizen More Than Just Fitness? Well, parang Miss Universe.
Oh, I know. Ano ba yan? Thank you for that wonderful question. No, siguro I embody that hashtag, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest and full disclosure. Before finding out about Kaizen, I was going through postpartum depression and anxiety. I was seeing a therapist almost every week. Tapos, when I would look at the mirror, tapos I would see like my postpartum body and then my mental health like breaking down. I almost wanted to give up. Give up in the sense that I don't want to show up every day anymore for any of the roles that I'm playing. As a mom, as a daughter, as a wife, I didn't want to show up anymore. So, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian. So, parang inisip ko na if I'm a child of God, I am where I'm supposed to be at any given moment. So, nung nakita ko yung Kaizen na parang, Lord, saan mo ba to? Parang gano'n. Kasi sobrang amazing din nung transformation talaga ni Kana. And then parang sabi ko, one of the advice that my therapist told me was, you have to go against what your depression is telling you. Na kapag sinabi ng depression mo na curl up in a ball, stay in a room, you have to do the opposite of it. Kasi you have to challenge that thought. If your depression is telling you to isolate, then do the opposite of that. Call someone. And so when I just wanted to curl up in a ball, I really intentionally looked for something to do that would challenge me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. And so sobrang timely na nakita ko talaga si Kaizen kasi nakita ko yung mga transformation. Sabi ko, Lord, kung magka-abs man ako ng ganyan, yung mga ganun. So sabi ko, ginawa kong goal yun, guys. Kahit na alam kong meron akong malaking fibroid, it's actually like 13 centimeters. So kahit anong gawin ko, may umbok talaga yung san ko. And then I was diagnosed with diastasis recti, na naghiwala yung abdominal muscles ko.
Yeah.
So talagang may pouch talaga ako. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-sit up. I cannot do the core exercises. So sabi ko, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I was at that point na talagang rock bottom. Sabi ko, I don't have anything to lose anymore. I'm going to go for this. Kung mag-abs ako, great. Kung hindi, I did something for myself. I showed up. I showed my mental health that I can conquer it, that I'm stronger than I think I am. And I was so thankful that I did, actually. So I was transformed not only, parang bonus na lang actually sa akin yung physical transformation, to be honest with you guys. The community that I gained, the mental resilience that I gained, kasi healthy body is healthy mind. Tapos, sinasabi ko nga, every time I break out room and I join the calls, I would get homesick from time to time. I really miss like the community back home. It's different, I really like joining kasi it's the community that I've been wanting to have. It's like it became one of my strong support systems, even though I don't know you guys personally. I don't know. It's just the spirit of the Kaizen community that's so welcoming na parang I just feel like I'm also there with you guys. So yun, I think to answer that question, I think that's my story.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Jen. I really appreciate your presence. I noticed you then, being very active from the start of the season, and really appreciate having you around. So glad na I'm proud of the attitude that you've gained, the perspective of beating your depression, your mental health. That's amazing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kaya and also, sorry, Mentor Bugs. I just wanted to open up that avenue to everybody that if you guys are going through something similar, I would tell during my breakout rooms, yung mga nakasama ko sa call, message me. I'm not 100% there yet, but I can walk with you through what you're going through because I have been there, and my line is open to anyone who just is going through something similar.
All right.
Okay.
Grabe, para akong nanonood ng
MMK.
Oo. Alam mo yun, parang
Interview
nabivisualize.
with Bunda.
Yung kwento ni Jen, parang ang nabivisualize mo kung ano yung sinasabi niya.
Yeah.
Tama.
Sobrang ganda.
Jen, anong mga naging mo? Meron ka ba, kasi sinasabi mo newbie ka sa fitness? So, and syempre, alam natin na sa US ka. Anong mga naging struggle mo sa fitness line naman tayo? So, meron ka bang, alam mo yun, siyempre yung lalo na pag mga babae, mostly takot humawak ng mga weights, ng machines, dumbbells, and barbells. So anong mga naging struggle mo and paano mo siya in-overcome mag-isa? Kasi pagka, di ba, mostly mag-isa ka lang pagka binivideo mo lang yung sarili mo pagka nagpapa-form check ka.
Oo, MB. And naalala ko lang si Jen kasi nagpa-form check siya. Ay, hindi. Sa journal discussion pala.
May
Ikaw yung
nagyakapan,
nag-workout,
ha?
Jen. O na may nagyakapan.
Oo.
Paano ka nakakaano doon? Paano mo sila natitiis na, ano mo yun, wag tadyakan, hindi, joke.
Nakakainis. Alam mo yung progressive overload, yung nangangasim na yung mukha mo. Ganon. Ganun yung reaction towards that. No, pero yeah, Mentor Box, thank you for that question. Kasi ang dami ko talaga naging struggles nung umpisa. Unang-una, ang dami kong questions kasi I really didn't know where to start. So, I've overcome that by, going out of my comfort zone and just really asking. Alam mo, parang yun pa lang, it's like a step towards like being bold kasi just asking questions. Parang inisip ko na lang talaga there's no stupid questions kasi hindi ko talaga alam itong mga to, and then that's the first one. The second part is hitting my protein target. Kasi hindi talaga ako nag-meal plan, ganyan. So sabi ko, hindi talaga ako nagko-compete ng anything before. So coming from zero experience, tapos, alam nyo, I don't know, parang, I feel like the Kaizen program is like designed for me. Sabi ko, kasi every time I have a question, yun yung magiging discussion point for the next week. So parang, this is how you hit your protein target, ganyan. So instead, I would just write everything down. Tapos hihintayin ko na lang yung next call kasi or I would join a Q&A session. Tapos doon ko siya tatanungin if hindi man siya makover. And then the other one is, naging challenge ko rin yung I have fibroids. So I have heavy bleeding, TMI for everybody, pero to all the women who can relate, shout out to you guys. You guys are really, really strong. And then yung diastasis recti, because I'm very limited to what I can do. That being said, siguro na-overcome ko siya. Yung change na rin ng perspective na parang I have to make a filter in my mind na parang excuse ba to? Or is this a valid concern? So that's always like a two-way street for me. Kapag iniisip ko na, meron kang diastasis recti, hindi ka magkaka-abs. Excuse yata yun. Kasi posible naman alam mo yun, pa rin na pwede namang i-progressive overload. I'm thankful to Mentor Jane then na she answered that question for me and she was really just holding my hand and like progressing my exercises for me. It's just really approaching the right person and then focusing on what I can control. Hindi ko makontrol na meron akong DR, but there are so many things that's within my scope of control and effort. And so talagang nilalapatan ko na lang siya ng time and effort kasi parang nabigay na yung knowledge sa akin and then what's within my control, I just focus on that. And then the other challenge would be nobody was there to guide me. Yung sa gym na in-enrollan ko, after the first day, he just showed me around yung trainer nila. And then he resigned. So for the whole time wala talagang tao sa gym. Minsan pa nga may nakita akong woman, she's like heavy lifting. As in level nila Coach Steph, ganyan. So meron akong hindi magawang exercise. Sabi ko bakit ang sakit nito? Parang hindi ko yata siya ginagawang tama. I approached her and kasi yung mentality ko talaga is gusto ko talagang gawin ng tama yung binigay sa akin ng program. So I approached her, I asked her, can you help me to do this? Ganyan. So tinulungan naman niya ako. So that made me realize that for every challenge, there's a solution if you are open to it. Parang growth mindset siya. If you focus on the challenges, you'll see a lot. But if you focus on the solutions, there's always one.
Agree. Galing.
All right.
Just wow.
Thank you, Chen. So meron pa bang gustong magtanong mentors? Kung
Okay na.
mag-open tayo kuha tayo ng 1 to 2 questions from the audience.
From the audience, yes. Since Jen is in a different time zone, so we will open the floor to anyone who wants to ask questions to Jen. Just raise your hand and we'll entertain 1 2 questions. Siguro. Anyone have anything that you? But Jen, thank you so much. Very admirable. I'm quite amazed actually at the level of growth that you've had and the maturity that you've had, the growth and yung sarili mo locus of control. It's awe-inspiring. And thank you so much for sharing that story. And I'm sure it would have resonated with a lot of our members. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm more grateful. Thank you guys, everybody.
So kung walang question, Jen, any last piece of advice, final words para sa mga natin?
Yeah, sure. So this whole time, inisip ko talaga, especially when I was at rock bottom, na iba talaga yung mindset ko. I think I had to be broken down to be rebuilt into a new person. And so tip siguro is that for my mindset, I always think, etong 100 days na to, the same 100 days that I can half-ass, it will be the same 100 days that I will never be able to take back. So might as well give it my best.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
people say na nasa huli ang pagsisisi, but for me, personally believe that you can foresee your regrets. You can preempt your regrets. And by saying that, you can actually do something about those regrets. I wrote down all the regrets that I have for fitness na parang pag hindi ko sinimulan, later on, I'm gonna be weak. Parang I wouldn't be healthy long enough to see the milestones of my kids. And ito yung mga regrets na nilista ko. And then how can I take those regrets off one by one? So yun yung nagiging why ko. Kasi pinipreempt ko na yung possible regrets ko and parang ano yung pwede kong gawin now so that I can tick all those regrets off. And then finally, there's just, it's really true that no self-limiting thoughts. The only limit that I had were the ones that I set for myself. And I shouldn't be doing that to myself. So every time a thought comes up, I have the two-way street na, is this an excuse? Or is this a valid concern? Is this coming from fear? Or is this coming from faith? I always think that I'm stronger than I think because I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And then for the times that I almost gave up, especially nung dip session na yun, sabi ko, I just told myself, I had to remind myself why I signed up in the first place, which is number one, showing up for my family. Number two, living out my God-given purpose. I feel like if I have more strength, if I have more energy, I'd be able to live out God's purpose for my life even more effectively. And number three, my why is showing up for myself, breaking all the barriers physically and mentally for me. So yun lang. I hope that helps you guys.
Whew, that is
Wow.
crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Mukhang mas
Jen,
masarap
Jen,
invite
Jen,
you dito sa
blessing to all of
podcast.
us.
Ano?
Jen, pwede ka na raw maging coach sa season 5 eh.
Ayun.
Jen, pwede mo nang palitan si Mentor Mark next season.
Mas
Gusto
okay
ko
tayo.
tayo. Depende.
I'd be
Inspiring.
more than
Jen.
willing to help. I'd be more than willing to help you guys. So
Truly
yeah,
inspiring.
anything
You're
you
a
might
blessing.
need from me.
Thank you.
Very
Mamaya,
inspiring.
bababahin natin ng message request si Jen mamaya eh.
Galing, grabe. I see
Yeah.
a lot of myself in you, Jen.
Yep.
That's, and you, wow, I'm ano. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. For
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jen.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
Jen.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
guys.
appreciate you, Jen. Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys ulit.
Okay,
Bye.
so once again, this is Miss Jen's transformation
Miss Jen.
for 10 weeks.
Grabe. Yung palang sulit na yata tayo. Pwede nang
Pwede na.
end lesson na tayo. Okay na yun.
Doc AP, si Jen. Galing. Parang tingin ko, MC, parang kinakabahan yung mga susunod, no?
Oo, feeling ko na parang. How do you top
Doc
that?
AP,
I don't know.
ang taas ng stand, yung bar nila, talagang niraise nila up high eh. So, ako.
Kabahan
Ako sa mga
may
susunod.
papalitan ka na next season.
Ako yung kinakabahan dyan eh. Buti ba akong message
Hindi,
sana si
papalitan
Coach
pala.
Tone ito.
Kaya pala gusto mauna ni Jen eh. Ganun pala yung papag-gusto ko eh. Shit. Alright.
Alright, for our next interview, we will introduce siya ni Doc AJ. So take it away, Doc AJ.
Yeah, ang hirap naman kasi sundan nung kay Michelle, kaya this next speaker, galingan mo ah.
Pumapayat si Doc.
Manok-manok pala.
Yeah, this next speaker, siguro yung flow ng questions ko for this one is as a doctor. So we'll go through the way we elicit our histories with our patients, so SOAP format. So we start with subjective, then objective, then assessment and plan of action. So that's what I will be doing. So for this next guest natin, I got to know him a little bit when he messaged dun sa medical space. Tapos yung main concern niya nun is parang at what point will he have that lean physique that he's dreaming of, yung magka-abs. Tapos when I checked his progress, parang, what are you talking about? Ang ganda na ng progress mo eh. But one thing that really wanted me to know further is yung, kasi nga, he's also a diagnosed diabetic. And here in Kaizen, as your medical doctor, I feel a lot of satisfaction and pride pag nakakita ko ng mga success stories medical-wise na nag-i-improve yung kanilang mga medical conditions alongside their fitness. And dumadami na siya, especially now we're at the tail end of the season. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our next speaker, Mr. Leo Veses.
Wow.
So,
Alright.
yan, week 10 pa lang. Diba? Yung, what are you talking about? May ask ka na
grabe.
rin, no? Diba? So,
Hanapin natin si Lay.
Hi.
Lay, are you here?
Good morning, guys.
from Team South Formers. Ayan. So, yeah, Sir Leo, glad to have you here.
Ay, glad to be here then, and thank you for inviting me. It's a big honor to be able to share my experiences through the past 10 weeks. And yun, I'm very grateful. Kasi meron rin akong diabetes. So, ang dami kong WCAA na ginagawa. Parang halos everyday may WCAA akong ginagawa adjustments. Kasi nga parang dahil mababa na dahil puro complex yung carbs ko, ang tendency parang bagsak ng bagsak yung sugar ko. Parang palagi ako nag-hypo. So, yun. Parang,
Well, we'll talk about that in a bit. So for the benefit of everyone here, let's go with the S muna, yung subjective history. So tell us more about yourself. How did you come across Kaizen? And what has been your history fitness-wise before coming into this program?
okay. Siguro 2 years ago, na-diagnose ako being type 2 diabetic. Tapos parang this year napansin ko, last year nag-culinary ako. Tapos sabi sa akin ng taba-taba ako, gano'n. Tapos this year parang nag-goal ako, parang nakita ko minimalist fitness, nag-pop up sa feed ko. Parang I think it's time na bigyan ko ng attention tong part ng buhay ko ulit. Kasi I've been working out a long time na rin. Kaso, hindi ko pa naaabot, more than 10 years, pero hindi ko naaabot yung gusto kong maging katawan. Parang pupunta ako ng Boracay, kasama ko yung kaibigan ko, mag-uusap kami. January pa lang, pare, magpapa-diet tayo. Tapos pagdating ng Boracay namin, sabi ko, may tinatago sa akin to, bakit siya rip? Ako, hindi pa rin. Parang, sabi ko, siguro may tinatago sa akin to, hindi kinukwento. Parang ganun. Tapos, kaya tumigil ako kasi parang na-frustrate na ako na hindi ko naaabot yung gusto ko na progress kahit anong ibigay ko. Parang naalala ko yung lesson ni Coach Cho, yung parang nagdidig ng diamonds. Pagkatapos, yung malapit na siya, sabay sumusuko siya. Parang sapul talaga ako doon na parang, story of my life. Pag malapit na ako sa fitness journey ko, bigla akong magpa-plateau, tapos ma-demotivate na ako, tapos paulit-ulit na lang na ganun. Tapos, this year, yung son ko, sabi niya sa akin, gusto niya mag-gym. Tapos sabi ko, okay, perfect timing kasi naisip ko, tapos yung son ko gusto mag-gym. Sinabi ko, dineclare ko na agad sa kanya na, son, give me a few months, and then I'll show you progress. So parang may binitawan na ako agad, nag-commit na ako agad sa kanya. So, talagang umall in ako dito para hindi ako mag-fail sa promise ko sa kanya na saan ganito ang itsura ng discipline and parang magta-transform si dad, ganon. And
How old is your son, Lay?
Ay, 18 na. 18
Oh,
na.
18. Okay, wow. Okay.
18 na. Yeah. Ano ba yung tanong ulit?
Yeah, no. Okay, so I guess running along from that. Ay, Doc AJ, baka I'm moving away from the format that you had in mind. Hindi ko alam.
No.
So,
It's okay. It's just about his personal history. Just
Alright.
getting to
Yung
know.
inspiration ko
relate.
talaga yung anak ko. Kasi kung makikita niya kung ano yung discipline, makita niya ako mag-succeed doon, then may impart ko sa kanya yung discipline na pag meron kang gustong ma-achieve, makukuha mo basta meron kang disiplina. And so far, mula nung nag-join ako ng minimalist fitness, nag-lose na ako ng mga 44 pounds. So,
cool.
6 months. 6 months. Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Tapos from there, when you lost that's when you decided to join Kaizen after. Yun ba yung timeline?
actually, midway, nagplato po ako.
Aha.
Tapos sabi ko, nakikita ko yung mga post ni Mentor RJ. Sabi ko, ang galing naman. Paano nagawa ni Mentor RJ yun? Tapos doon ako na-entice na, sige nga, subukan ko tong program na to. And then nung nag-enroll ako, parang nakita ko, wow, it's kahit pricey yung program, nakita ko na yung value in it na, okay, ang dami mo palang makukuha besides sa fitness na mga matuturuan ka maging disiplinado sa sarili mo, magkaroon ng habits, magkaroon ng structure, para makatulong sa fitness goal mo. Kaya pala yun yung first lesson natin para ma-establish yung good habits. And dahil dun sa mga good habits na yun, parang yung plateau ko, na-break ko, and nagtutuloy-tuloy yung progress ko ngayon as of today po.
Yeah, and as you mentioned nga, di ba, parang nandun ka na sa point na konti na lang yung diamonds. Actually, it's possible na you're already in that area where you're starting to mine the diamonds. But on that note, as you go through that pahirap ng pahirap, di ba? So we go to the letter O, the objective. So as a diagnosed diabetic, parang what measures are you taking to ensure that you are managing blood sugar levels during your current fitness journey? Kasi nga, sabi mo na WCAA ka almost
Yes,
every day.
oo.
So can you share more on that, yung mga specific measures that you do just to be able to still progress your fitness journey kahit medyo nasa mahirap na side na?
Okay. Ang ginagawa ko po, Coach, is napansin ko nagdidip yung sugar. So palagi ako nagbabaon ng protein na candy bar. And dati kasi parang dahil nga diabetic ako, tinatanggal ko lahat ng sugary ano sa ano. Pero yung calories ko kasi pababa ng pababa. So ang bilis ko na mag-hypoglycemic and parang ano yun, yung pagbaba ng sugar na hindi maganda sa pakiramdam. So ang tweak ko para maka-continue pa rin ako sa progress ko is hindi ko kailangan gumawa ako ng way para hindi bumagsak yung sugar ko. Magpapasok pa rin ako ng simple carbs. Kailangan may carbs pa rin ako. So hindi ako makapag-low carb diet. Pero ang ginagawa ko, naglo-low fat diet na lang ako. So kung hindi ko mababa yung carbs ko, hindi ko matanggal yung carbs ko, ginagawa ko para mag-continue yung progress ko of weight loss, fat loss, is binababa ko I make sure na very clean yung diet ko. Na araw-araw, tinola, adobo, oatmeal. Kasi naging comfort food ko na yung oatmeal. Gano'n na kalala. So, yun, parang ganun po. Every day, inuulit-ulit ko lang yung mga pagkain ko. Tapos, I make sure that I focus on recovery and rest and diet and then workout po. So,
What's been your mindset, Leo? Ever since you started Kaizen, because I mean, it's different, and you've already had very considerable weight loss prior to joining Kaizen. You already lost 44 pounds. What was the difference between before when you were doing it all by yourself? Tapos ano yung nagbago now that you're here in Kaizen?
Kasi po, hindi po ako total newbie sa fitness. I mean, I've been working out for more than 10 years, pero hindi ko nakaabot yung gusto ko maabot. Tapos, nagplato ako, parang hanggang dun lang yung alam ko, hanggang pagdating dun sa stage na yun. Tapos after ng stage na yun, hindi ko na alam yung gagawin ko. Yung Kaizen, siya yung nagbigay sa akin ng mga tools, and lahat ng mga questions ko na hindi ko alam yung sagot before, nasagot through Kaizen. Like, consistent adjustments, steps, kasi hindi ako ma-steps na tao.
Right.
So, how low should I go? Tapos ano ba yung gagawin kong program ngayon? And si Mentor RJ, pati si Doc AJ, they were very helpful in helping me address these concerns that I have. And yun, parang it's very good na lumapit talaga sa mga mentors. Lalo na yung mga mentors na, yun nga, yung si Idol Champi, yun yung parang gusto ko sana ma-replicate yung progress niya. Na hindi lang dahil may diabetes ako, magiging excuse na yun para hindi ko makuha yung goals ko. Parang for me talagang this season, this Kaizen, sabi ko pag hindi ko maaabot tong gusto kong maabot, ewan ko na kasi ibinibigay ko talaga lahat. Like walang gimmick, walang puyat, walang inom, walang tigil muna lahat ng mga parang social life or yung mga happy-happy, para lang makapag-focus ako ngayon talaga sa sarili ko. Kasi it will benefit me for my health and para humaba yung buhay ko kasi I'm also a single dad and gusto kong pang makasama yung anak ko na mas matagal. Yes. So, ang motivation ko primarily is to set a good example to my son. And,
Lay,
opo.
yeah, I have a question kasi nabanggit mo yung sinabi mo sa son mo. So ano ngayon yung reaction niya? Di ba dati sinabihan mo na you'll give him results. So now na nakita niya yung results mo, ano yung initial reaction ng son mo?
Wow, Dad. Kasi yung ko parang lalaki rin. Parang hindi siya masyadong pero Dad, my classmate was impressed with your kasi nakita nung classmate niya na nag-gym ako. Sabi niya, was impressed. Ganun. So, kasi gym bahay lang ako, parang dito lang ako.
Oh, you did this all home workout lang?
Yeah.
Home workout po. Meron ako.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Anong gamit mo, Lay? Anong gamit mo?
Meron naman po akong mga basic na mga gym equipment po. Mga bench press and dumbbells. And wala lang akong squat rack. So, nagsasquat ako sa bench press. Parang ina-adjust ko na lang po. Parang nag-i-improvise na lang po ako ng mga workouts. And yun. Ang natutunan ko, very important talaga yung for me, hindi ako nagpo-focus so much sa steps, more on sa diet talaga
Right.
ako nagpo-focus.
which is ano naman talaga. I mean, the steps is, you know, it's a supplemental thing to the weight loss, but primarily we achieve the deficit through the diet. Mentors, anything else na may babato nyo kay Leo while we have him here?
Ayun, yung so very, very inspiring story indeed. Everything is stacked against you, but grabe yung progress mo. So we go to the letter A, which is the assessment. But usually assessment, we give, as the doctors, we give the diagnosis. But you will diagnose yourself or you will assess yourself. Like, so on a scale of 1 to 100, 10 meaning you've met your ultimate fitness goal. If you're gonna give it a percentage, how far along are you?
Ang weight ko po ngayon is 175 based sa tracker. Pero nasa mga nag-as low ako sa 173, 174, which is something na ang huli ko yata ang weight na ganun nung high school pa yata ako. So,
Yeah, wait, anong height mo? If, nakalagay.
3.5 po, 192 po.
Okay.
97.
Kasama sa club namin yan, ni Mentor Boss.
Kaya MB pala talaga na hindi na sila magkakambal kasi pangalan pala sila. Yan, yung mga hindi ko tatabihan sa mga picture. Sige. Okay.
Opo.
Yeah, so mga ilang percent ka? Your overall fitness journey, not necessarily
overall?
just this season. Tingin mo.
Overall, before I joined Kaizen, I think nandun ako sa mga 40%, 30%. Nung sumali ako ng Kaizen, I think nandun ako around 80%. 80% po ng gusto ko ma-achieve. And based kanina, nung nag-pictures ako kanina, nag-measurements, nakita ko na parang, uy, mas okay na yung ganun. And I'm hearing compliments na rin from people na pag nag-jog ako or parang nag-trial ako ng gym sa AF, yung friend ko, sabi, uy, ano ka na? Parang fit ka na. Pero ako ang definition ko kasi ng maganda talagang katawan kay Coach RG, kay Mentor eh. Kaya yun yung parang basehan ko, yun yung goal ko, yung maging ma-achieve yung dream body ko at my age kasi 41 na po ako. So,
Wow.
Oh.
May resemblance kayo ni MB. Pares kayong pogi. Okay na, pati na tayo MB.
Yeah, sige, I guess last na lang from you on that note. So you still probably have like 20 to 10% na you're trying to achieve, diba? So what's your letter P or plan of action to reach your ultimate goal?
Ang plan of action ko po is make sure that I am still consistently adjusting na pag nakita ko na hindi gumagalaw yung scale or i-check ko yung measurements ko, mag-a-adjust ulit ako. Mag-a-adjust. And for me, what has been very helpful for me, napansin ko, I gained the maximum ng weight loss ko pag mahaba, maganda yung tulog ko. Maganda yung recovery ko. And hindi ko binubugbog yung sarili ko sobra sa workout to the point na hindi ako makakapag-workout the next day. Kasi pag nagpo-progressive overload, parang ang tendency the next day, parang ang hirap na. So, naggagawa ko ng na parang bibigatan ko ngayon pero hindi ako mag-workout bukas, paparecover ko, tutulog ako ng 2 araw ng mahaba. Then, para meron akong strength the next, 4 days dati, 6 times a week ako nag-workout. Pero mas naging efficient pala nung 4 times a week ako. Basta tama yung program na, parang nakikinig ako sa katawan ko. And, yun po, listen to your body. Pagka hindi na kaya, wag mong ipilit, i-rest mo. And yung diet, pwede mong kainin araw-araw yung isang bagay. Sana yan lang talaga. Tama si Coach Chopo doon. Parang before kakain ako, parang, paano yan? So, ako dito, umay na ako, pang diet food rin naman to. Mas maganda talaga if pare-parehas yung kinakain mo para at least mas madali i-gauge kung saan ka pwedeng mag-adjust ng calories mo. Mas madali mong matrack yung calories mo accurately kung pare-parehas yung kinakain. Yun.
Nice.
So, yes.
All right. Thank
Yun lang
you,
po,
Lay.
sir.
Mentors, any other
Thank you
questions?
po for the opportunity to share.
All right. Sige.
Thank you, Lay.
Any more questions, mentors?
I am good. Thank you, Lay.
One question,
Good.
pero so lang i-congratulate kasi grabe ngayon ko lang nalaman na home workout lang pala siya.
Oo nga.
So ano pa yung magiging excuse natin not to progress, di ba? So I'm very proud of you, Lay. Ang galing.
Thank you.
Siguro sa akin, Lay, ano na lang, any last words mo or tips sa mga sa Kaizen fam na kung paano mo siya ginagawa as a single dad, tapos may medical condition, tapos home workout, pero andun ka pa rin eh. Ang ganda pa, nakuha mo pa rin or nandun ka na sa tamang konti na lang maabot mo na talaga yung goal mo. So
Yeah, and MB, narinig ko rin na nagkukulinary ka, Lay.
Parang nag-short course.
Nag-culinary.
Opo, ng mga
Okay. Kasi kala ko sineryoso mo siya. So, alam mo yun, yung parang temptation na tikman mo lahat ng pagkain, you're gonna lose your track sa pag-manage ang mga kinakain mo.
Pero
Kasi-
foodie rin po ako, so talagang mahilig akong kumain. So malaking challenge na natanggal ko talaga lahat ng mga makasalanan na pagkain.
Pares na pares kayo ni MB. Si MB mga hilig din kumain yun eh. Sure. Pero anyway, okay.
Wala
Sige.
isip ko.
Pasagot na lang ng tanong ni MB.
Yeah. Any last words or
Any
tips
last words?
sa Kaizen fam?
It really boils down how much you want it. Kasi parang before, ang naging self-limiting beliefs ko is, one of my self-limiting belief is, kaya ako naghahanap ng mga shiny objects. Kasi iniisip ko, hindi ko kailangan sundin tong diet na to or tong workout na to. Basta sundin ko tong shiny object na to. Yun ang magiging secret. Yung pala, if you want to achieve the body that you want to achieve, it all boils down to discipline and how much you want it and habits and adjustments. Yun po yung ko.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Leo.
Leo.
Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you rin po.
And congratulations. Thank you for sharing with us. Stay on the line. So later on, we will have a Q&A with everyone. If you can stay on the line, I would appreciate it.
Thank you, Mentor.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Lay. Congrats.
Okay. All right.
So we'll go to our
Everyone.
next interviewee. Ang mag-i-introduce sa'yo is si MC.
All right. So basically, the next interviewee, right? This is a standout member for me. Just because naalala ko na, I had high hopes for this person in season 3, and then this person just kind of dropped off the radar for a minute. And nawala, kind of just dropped off the radar. Akala ko sayang, but this person ended up coming back on season 4 and came back with a vengeance. And as in the dedication, the change and dedication that this person has is, a sight to behold, right? So, yun lang. Very, very quick introduction. I think without further ado, I'm just going to introduce this person. Hanap natin si Miss Bea.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Bea.
Ayun. Hi, Bea. Hold on. Spotlight. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. Hi, Bea. How are you doing today, this morning?
So actually kakatapos lang namin ng One with Sangres kanina. So nag-collab
Oh, wow.
Sobrang daming body from them. And then punta agad sa Zoom ng Kaizen lesson.
Nice.
Sobrang honored to
Oh, yeah. We're honored that na nandito. I'm very glad na, naging unanimous yung voting namin when we were deciding who we were going to invite dito sa panel, and we're very glad. I'm very glad for you to join us. So thank you for being here. Before anything, could you just tell everyone who is not familiar with your story, just give everyone a quick background on saan ka nanggaling before Kaizen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. To be honest, hindi pa rin nagsisink in sa akin na nandito ako sa nakasama ng mga top performers. Kasi just last season, sakit lang ako ng ulo kay Kana. Siya yung team leader. And then, naalala ko pa na piniem ako ni MC and ni CC. And kumusta ako, bakit na off track na ako? Kasi pulang-pula na talaga yung tracker ko last season. So, I'm just thankful na nag-pay off din naman yung effort ko the past weeks. And just really grateful and happy. So, my story, I joined Kaizen back in December 2022 kasi I wasn't really in a good place, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. So, if makikita nyo, di naman ako ganun ka-heavyweight or ka-sobrang payat. Pero, hindi talaga ako, as in, nung bandang December 2022, hindi talaga ako kumakain. Like, may 3 days na, siguro mga nakukonsume ko lang na calories nun, mga nasa 800, mga ganyan. And hindi talaga ako kumakain due to depression. And I've ended a 12-year relationship last December 2022. And ang purpose ko lang sa Kaizen is for me to be in a community. To be in a community wherein, a fresh community na makakakilala ng ibang tao. Kasi, yun nga, gusto kong may makilala din ng ibang tao, ganyan. Kasi, ayun. And then, ang purpose ko lang actually nun is hindi naman talaga to be intense with my fitness routine that time.
Right.
So, gusto ko lang talagang magkaroon ng someone accountable for me to eat.
Right, okay.
Nakakain lang ako that season. Parang may magre-remind sa akin na, ang goal ko pa nga last season is to bulk. Pag-bulking
Yeah,
last
I remember that. Yeah.
Kasi even though skinny fat naman talaga ako before, so dapat cutting ako last season. So ang gusto ko lang last season is mag-increase ng calorie intake. So yun lang yung na-appreciate ko din na lagi ako nire-remind ni Kana, ganyan, sa team namin. And then, also that time, I lost my confidence din and all. And also, nung mga late December 2022 din, I was diagnosed with ovarian cyst. And sobrang dumagdag yun sa depression ko. To the point na nilagay ko na sa loob ko na by April 2023, magpapasurgery ako ng ovarian cyst ko. So, ayun, medyo I'm at my rock bottom during those times.
Right.
And then, I performed well naman nung mga beginning weeks nung Kaizen Season 3.
Yeah.
But then, nung middle part, medyo nag-dip ako, naging super emotional. And then, yun, nagpakain na talaga ako sa emotions ko and nag-relapse ako sa online gaming. I played GTA, I played Valorant, tapos umaabot ako ng 8 hours na nakaupo sa PC, and then with my work, as in, sedentary lifestyle talaga. So, just a background din, hindi talaga ako into fitness. Even nga yung pag-akit sa hagdan, hingal na hingal talaga ako eh. Like, maglalakad ako ng, let's say, mga 1K steps pa lang, sumasakit na yung dibdib ko talaga. Ganun. And then, ayun, sobrang dami ko ding limiting failure costumes last season. Like sabi ko, busy ako sa agency and all, sa pag-aalaga ng anak ko kasi piniprep ko pa siya sa school every morning. And then mag-workout pa.
For
Tapos,
background, si Bea, you run your own web design agency. And as she mentioned, she's also a mom. So yes, continue, sorry.
ayun. So parang ang dami kong excuses kay Kana before na bakit hindi ako maging active kasi kailangan pa mag-track ng calories. So tansya meter lang din ako last season. And then, ayun, ang hirap for me mag-meal prep. So nagpapa-delivery pa ako, ganun. And then, ayun, so fast forward, na-FOMO na ako dun sa, nung natapos yung Kaizen season, nakita ko yung mga results ng other members nung ika 100 day na sabi ko sa sarili ko, if only nag-continue ako, baka isa din ako dito sa may mga results. Tapos, yung parang inggit or yung FOMO na naramdaman ko sa sarili ko nun, ginamit ko siya as a signal na there's something wrong na I need to address sa sarili ko. So, kasi maybe because I also have this desire, so anong gagawin ko? So, papagpatuloy ko pa rin ba yung pag-process ko ng emotions ko? It's been months na. So, I need to do something about it. Parang enough na yung process ng emotions, enough na na-acknowledge ko yung pain, yung heartbreak, and all. Parang, sabi ko, it's time for me to finally be disciplined with myself and be consistent with the habits, with everything. Kasi talagang grabe, wala talaga akong routine. Like, puro lang ako sa harap ng computer. Yun. Parang yun yung naging coping mechanism ko.
Yeah. Was there like out of curiosity, was there a particular like moment na as in talaga sinampal ka? Do you remember that na yung moment that you were just like, oh shit, okay, sige, ito, I will, yung naging turning point mo? Was there one or was it a series of small things that added up to one big thing? I mean, how was that like?
Actually, I think series of small FOMO feelings and inspirational stories from different Kaizen members din. And then siguro yung nafe-feel ko din sa sarili ko, especially my ovarian cyst. Kasi actually limiting belief ko din siya nung season 3 na natatakot ako na baka pag nag-intense workouts ako, baka mag-rupture siya or baka mas lumala siya. But then actually in this season 4 na-break ko yung limiting belief na yun kasi the more na naglulose ako ng weight, naglulose ako ng fat, nagiging active ako, meron akong activity sa katawan ko, nalilesen yung symptoms niya lalo.
Oh, okay.
So actually,
Did you end up getting the operation?
No. And nawala talaga yung yung symptoms niya.
That is a huge milestone, and I know si Doc AJ is very proud of that. Okay, all right. So, ang question ko, Bea, I mean, you've spoken at length about yung struggles mo nung season 3. What was the main difference between, when season 4 started? What was the main difference that, kasi I remember this mga 2 weeks ago, the Q&A was someone who didn't do that well in season 3 and then came back na ngayon nandito sa Kaizen and is doing very, very good. And you were, if you remember that, you were the first person I think that came to mind for me. Ano yung naging difference nung attitude mo from before until now versus now?
Siguro I think it's about the intention that I set for myself during those 2 different seasons. Like first season, the only intention that I have joining Kaizen is nagbibiru-biru pa nga ako sa post like, ay, ako nga pala yung sinaing mo, mga ganyan. Ako pala yung sinayang mo, mga ganun. So parang I joined just to prove to other people na I'll be okay, parang ganun.
Right.
Pero I didn't know na I had to go through those emotions processing and all pa pala. Parang fino-force ko yung sarili ko to move on, to heal. But then, marami pa pala akong kailangan din i-work on sa sarili ko. until this season, I joined for myself, just to be disciplined for myself, even though during the days that I don't feel like showing up. Yun yung naset kong intention. Kasi discipline and consistency is something na I lack in all aspects of my life. So this season, that's something na talagang sabi ko sa sarili ko, this will never be my inconsistency or yung lack of discipline will never be a part of my identity this season. And ginawa ko talaga yun for myself.
Nice.
Talaga
So
sa sarili ko.
my take on it is yung for this season, yung talagang you made that intention na, okay, I will actually show up and commit and actually do the thing, and instead of just, you know, bare minimum. Yung ba yung ano nun? Okay, I see.
100% like all-in commitment talaga. That's
Yeah.
why, if mapapansin nyo, nagsustory talaga ako like daily gym
Yep.
progress ko.
Yep.
Mas,
Kita
I
namin.
want everyone to
And I, you know, nakita ko talaga yung commitment mo na I felt it, like, I think before the season started, I felt it na yung when you made that intention, that declaration na, no, this season's going to be different. I like saw some twinkle na, oh shit, I think this is really going to be different. Yeah. Mentors, kayo, may mga questions kay Bea?
Ako wala akong question pero nag-resonate lang sa akin yung kwento ni Bea dun sa recent post ni Coach Cho lang just this morning. Yung nangyari kay Bea is it's a skill of bouncing back. So last season was an opportunity to have that skill of bouncing back, and look at where you're now. We're very proud of you. And yun, talagang season 3, medyo nag-resonate ka rin sa akin kaso bigla kang nawala. So, you know, alam nila, pinag-uusapan ka namin, sayang doon kasi syempre nasa team ka rin nila Sara noon, something like that, or may acquaintance kayo ni Coach Cho. So, bakit kaya nawala si Bea ganun? Pero nung nakita ka namin di season 4, naramdaman
Iniyakan ako ni
talaga-
Kanan dun eh.
Ha?
Dahil kay Bea. Iniyakan ako ni Kana dahil kay Bea.
Iniyakan nun?
Loko.
Ayun, tapos, ayun nga, yung falling off track is a blessing in disguise. It's an opportunity to redeem yourself and to bounce back. So it's a skill and congratulations. And I know na malaki yung progress mo at alam din namin na inspired ka sa fitness and other aspect of life.
Thank you.
And congratulations, Bea.
Yeah. I have a
Congrats,
question
Bea.
din since nag-WAM kami kanina. So, as we all know, si Bea yung isa sa mga mamasan ng Viva Max. So, ibabalik ko yung sa'yo yung question mo sa amin kanina na kung bibigyan mo ng pamagat o ng title ang buhay mo or gagawin mong pelikula, anong title na? In a Viva Max,
Max na, Viva.
style.
Nasagot ko na yan, meron kaming pinost na video sa Circle. Parang yung mga Viva Max posters namin, tapos
Yeah.
in-explain namin why.
Galing sa talong, loko to si Alden.
Yun, yung halik sa talong nga yun.
I have a question.
Legit pala, anak lang patola, Bea, totoo pa yun.
Oo, yun.
I have a question, Bea. Anong feeling na nasa mixed group ka? Di ba usually pag babae ka, you would prefer being in a girls group, ganyan? Anong feeling na may kasamang lalaki tapos mga ganun pa?
Actually,
Viva
ano,
Max.
Yeah, si Jarvis, ka team mo, di ba?
Oo.
Yeah.
Makahalat yun eh, si Jarvis.
oo, nung first time kami na magkasama-sama, before pa namin i-formulate yung name na Viva Max, nakita ko na talaga na common denominator namin is yung pagiging makalat, parang gano'n. So parang medyo nag-click agad kami, and unang WAM pa lang namin is naging vulnerable na kami agad. And I think wala talaga dun sa gender yung yung if magki-click kayo, if magiging safe space yung team nyo. It's about yung being open sa isa't isa, listening sa isa't isa. And yun, pag na-feel talaga ng tao na safe space ka, parang yung journey like this
Same
100
frequency.
days, it will be very easy.
Bea, may question ako.
Nasa kalat
Malaking
eh.
tulong ba sa'yo? Notice ko sa story mo, madalas ka mag-picture after mo mag-gym. No? Ano yung binibigay niyo sa'yo, motivation or energy? Kapag
Or is that a tool for commitment? Na ano ba yun? Like, yeah.
Accountability
right.
ba siya?
Yeah,
Yep.
actually, I do it for accountability, like, para ma-save ko sa highlights ko sa Instagram ko na, okay, mababalikan ko siya soon na, okay,
Nice, right.
I went to the gym nung araw na yon, ganito yung mga PRs ko, ito yung mga
Mm.
workouts ko. Actually, nakakatawa nga kasi binabalikan ko yung mga past workouts ko. Umaabot ng mga 8 to 9 workouts, tapos umaabot ng mga 15 reps. Until recently, ko lang naunawaan yung concept of RPE. And doon ko mas na-improve yung workouts ko, mas na-optimize yung workouts ko to the point na
Nice.
napupush ko yung sarili ko, but at the same time, hindi ko na over-exert yung sarili ko.
Mm-mm.
Parang, it's a
Yeah.
safe, parang naging safe yung workouts ko every week.
Galing.
Congrats.
I think I'm just going to end this with one final question to you, Bea. And for me, my question to you is, if you could go back in time to season 3 and talk to your week 8, week 9 self, or ano ba tayo, week 10 ngayon, what would you actually say to that Bea who was going through the challenges that Bea went through at that time, knowing everything you knew about yourself?
Siguro, sabihin ko lang sa kanya, I'll just pat her on the back na, it's okay, na parang, it's okay, just process your emotions right now. and mamaya ka sasampalin ng realidad. Parang babalaan ko lang siya na mamaya sasampalin ka ng realidad. And then from that rock bottom, from that dip, you will recognize na, or you will realize na this is the sign for you to commit to your 100% effort this upcoming season. And wala naman akong regrets from that.
Yeah, actually, I was about to say, would you change anything if given a chance, or would you go through the exact same thing?
I will go through the exact same thing. No regrets.
Gold. That's gold.
Nice.
That's gold.
All right.
Congratulations, Bea.
So,
Bea, congratulations. Thank you for sharing your story, your journey with us. I'm sure na your story is a very inspiring one for lots of people, including myself. So thank you. MB, may sasabihin ka?
siguro last words na lang, Bea, kasi alam naman natin at this point in time, madami na ding, alam mo yun, nagdi-deep and madami na ding gustong bumitaw and meron na ngang bumitaw. Pero just in case, kung alam mo yun, manood pa din sila ng replay nitong week 11 lesson, anong gusto mong sabihin sa kanila na currently na mga nasa deep stages and hindi ba bumitaw na?
Siguro what I'll say to them is let's set intention for our everyday journey here sa Kaizen. Instead of just seeing the daily workouts as a normal sweat session, think of it as your commitment to yourself. Instead of just observing the proper form, think of it as something na foundation that ensures na you do all of your workouts effectively and safely. Also, for all of the meal preps, if tinatamad na kayo, think of it as a fuel for your goals. And also, it's not about being perfect, but even though just small steps, ang magmamatter naman dyan is yung accumulation ng all of your efforts collectively.
Yeah.
And yun, also, don't forget to lean on our Kaizen community kasi sobrang solid ng community natin. And ayun, every struggles, every problems is opportunity for growth. Ayun.
Yeah. Congrats, Bea. Congratulations to your
Thank you very
demon
much,
back.
Bea.
Thank you, Bea.
Congrats, Bea.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So for our next interviewee, we have Mentor Mark to introduce. Go, Mentor Mark.
Alright, so ang susunod natin, malupit kasi isa siyang OFW, tatay, tapos nasa Dubai siya. So sa mga taga Dubai, hello dyan. Nagsimula siya bilang isang server sa hotel, tapos naging lifeguard. So since gusto niyang i-improve yung career niya, nagpalipat siya sa isang company, same pa din, pero na-promote as a swimming coach kasi wala daw atang swimming instructor dun sa place nila. Dati ang hobby niya is maglaro ng basketball pero prone sa injury, so nag-shift na lang sa swimming. Okay? So, yung isa sa mga background niya, I guess marami makaka-relate dito is ganun din, on and off sa gym. Wala talaga silang structure, walang program. He is married with kids, I don't know kung ilan, pero newbie din siya sa fitness. And wala siyang nakukuhang goal kasi wala nga siyang maayos na structure, hindi niya alam kung ano yung mga dapat gawin. And so he's very thankful kasi napasok siya dito sa Kaizen. Without further ado, I would like to call on Mr. Nino Castro. Siya ba si Onin?
Si Onin,
si Onin.
yes.
O yan, di ba?
Lapit.
Di ba? Basag.
Newbie pa yan, ano?
Hanapin ko si
Oo nga.
Onin. Nasaan ba si Onin? Onin, are you here? Naglagay ka na. Pati mamaya na ako, pero hindi ko ka na eh.
Comedy pala
Nasaan
si
ako na eh?
Onin eh.
Oh, teka. Saan ba to?
wasak eh.
Oo.
Ray, pwedeng add sa spotlight ko nandito ka, Ray. Nahanap ko si...
Saan ba siya? Ano,
Interesting
salita,
naman.
salita ka nga ninyo para mag-green ka.
Ninyo.
Nag-chat siya sa akin. Okay.
Mga
Yun yung huwag kang
mentors,
uurong,
pasensya na, sandali lang.
Kailangan na
mga,
sa video siya.
Mga
Para.
10 minutes lang. Okay lang.
Okay.
Mga
Sige,
5 to
sige.
10 minutes.
Kami mag-a-adjust ninyo?
Ano, pasensya na.
Sige. Okay, alright. Sige.
Pasensya na mga mentors eh.
Sige. So, next na lang natin siya.
Okay, sige.
next
Pagpalitan na lang natin yung order siguro. No?
Comedy to si Ninyo.
Kaya nga eh.
Sige.
Sinira yung program natin eh. Ano ba yan?
On brand sa'yo, Mentor Mark.
So, ikaw na lang.
Last night pa pina-practice ni Mentor Mark yung introduction niya sa'yo. Tapos
Oo.
delay.
Nilupitan ko naman. Nilupitan ko pa naman. Pero sige, okay lang. Ganun talaga.
So, MC, ikaw na lang ulit.
Hindi,
Ikaw na,
next tayo. Ikaw, MB.
Sige. Okay, so, hindi ako prepared kagad. Sige, for our
Dali mo din.
next interviewee. So, teka lang, i-ready ko lang.
Teka, siguraduhin mo natin ready yung next interview natin. Siguro.
Okay, for our next interviewee, she is also from an ex-OFW and meron din siyang medical background. And kung mapapansin nyo din, lagi din siya sa mga sa mga sessions natin ng live. sa mga Q&As, podcasts, and lessons. Okay? And ang palagi niyang bungad sa ating lahat is maayong bundag. So, she hails from Davao City, and she's none other than Yvette Chua.
Wow.
Hi,
Another
Yvette.
female. Galing.
Hi everybody. Hi mentors. Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Wow.
Even
Ayong hapon.
At you do spotlight. Nasaan na ba yan?
Oh my God. Ayoko sa spotlight.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Wala namang ilaw, Yvette. Wala namang ilaw. Kaya,
Pwede ba nakahagap dun sa side?
Ayan. All right. Welcome, Yvette. Glad to have you with us here. Just to start with, could you tell us a little bit about your background? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Paano ka napunta dito sa Kaizen? And, take it away.
All right. So I have been a nurse, was nurse for over 16 years. I worked as an ER nurse, mostly abroad. I worked in Bahrain, and the last almost 6 years was in the US. Recently, in December 2022, I decided to go back home kasi, yun nga, my mom's getting old, my grandma's getting old, so I have to be home with family kasi matagal-tagal na rin akong wala sa Philippines. I joined Kaizen kasi I was not in a good state. Kasi background lang, I'm always kasi I wasn't born in a wealthy family and I'm the eldest. My dad died when I was 5. So I always had to work harder. Ayoko maiyakan ba to? I always had to work harder, put a front, be a strong person for my mom and for everybody. Nagiging emotional na ako. Ano ba to? So,
Okay
when I
lang.
got back home, I feel stuck kasi parang nawala yung independence ko. Although I'm here with my husband, I'm newly married. Pero parang nawala yung sense of purpose ko in life na parang nawalan ako ng freedom to do what I want, decide what I want, and that financial independence that I had before. So, parang not really depressed, maybe somewhat depressed. Nawalan ako ng structure, yung parang you just move on with life, you go along. Although meron naman akong, yung husband ko naman, they have the family business and I help with that business. Pero feeling ko parang my life was dictated to me, that I'm doing only the things that people are telling me. So I feel like I'm living the life of a different person. So nung nakita ng husband ko that I was in that state, he introduced me to Kaizen. He said, maybe you will benefit from this. And kasi hindi naman lang ito for fitness. It's also more than fitness. It has helped him a lot. He's an alumni before in season 2. And I've also seen a lot of change in him. So I said, I should probably give this a try kasi there's nothing to lose but more to gain if I do it for myself. So yun nga, when I listened to Coach Cho's webinar, I was deciding to join on it kasi medyo pricey nga, diba? So I said, worth it ba to? Should I take it? Is it gonna be beneficial for me? But then I give it a try and here we are right now.
Your husband is what's this? Si Chua din na what was his first name?
Si Choi Chua. I don't know if he used his real name or kasi Choi is his nickname.
Yeah. Okay, sige. Anyway, I do remember a Chua.
Yeah.
Kasi.
Yeah.
At least hindi Cho, Yvette, kasi si Coach Cho, iba siya eh. At least,
Ay, ganun.
Patay ako dyan.
recorded pala to, sorry. Recorded.
Thank you for sharing that. How was your how did you find the Kaizen experience? I mean, like coming from where you came from. Yun nga na ito you felt that loss of independence na how was the change? How are you finding the program? I mean, are you getting what you signed up for? Oh.
Actually, it's very life-changing. First 2 weeks pa lang, I said it's more than worth it. It's more than, I could say I would pay more than 100,000 for this program. Kasi
Sige, okay.
when I joined, it's not for fitness, it's for myself to be a better person, to develop. Kasi sanay ako na strong yung front ko. And I felt before na it's a weakness to show emotion. Your vulnerability, showing your vulnerability to the public is a sign of weakness. But here in Kaizen, I've learned, especially in sa community and with my accountability team, na showing weakness pala is a way that you can grow. You can break free from your limiting belief and become a person that you've never thought you can be. Yung parang, hindi mo siya naisip na pwede ka palang maging isang person na better and do more and reach your highest potential if you break free from your limiting belief and just be genuine to yourself.
You mentioned having limiting beliefs. I mean, several times, especially naging I think one of the major catalysts for joining Kaizen. Could you talk a little bit more about, give us an example of those beliefs that you had before you realized that were holding you back and what you did to overcome them?
Revenge question ba to ko? Kasi tinanong ko sa Q&A.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a limiting belief, pero yung sinabi ko sa limiting belief session, I thought my core limiting belief was I need to be perfect. Diba? Yun nga, kasi I am the eldest. Tapos, I need to be strong, had to do better than everybody. to parang to be good at everything. So,
Right.
yun, parang I need to be better, to be perfect so that I can build a better life for my family and to be a better person. Parang ganun.
And that the difference now is, do you feel the pressure less? The pressure to be perfect, do you feel it less this time around?
Yes, I actually felt relief nung sumali ako sa limiting belief session. Parang nag-break free ako na I just let go of all my emotions. Yung walls ko, I broke down my walls na this is me, accept who I am. I can do everything on my own. I am
Yeah.
a person. I have emotions and I have needs on my own. So I'm prioritizing myself now.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
meron akong go.
Sige, MB.
Sige, meron akong question, Yvette. Since, di ba, sabi mo nga si husband mo yung nag-encourage sa'yo na mag-join ng Kaizen kasi Kaizen, ano din siya, returnees or Kaizen students din. So, meron ba siyang kumbaga, pinilit ka ba niya or na-impress ka ba dun sa transformation niya?